So, Cole, I know that this last summer, your trip to Ghana, which was your first time in Africa, was very influential on the works that came out of into this exhibition. Could you speak to a little bit of the roots of this exhibition and those experiences?
Yeah, well, coming up to Ojai, tried to spend at least 3 to 4 days when I first started coming to Ojai, and so much of my work now is about listening to, or even just trying to tap into like the natural way the world around me moves. And I had never been to Ojai before. Before coming for the first initial meeting of you and the foundation, and getting a chance to meet some of the people that support the foundation here really helped me kind of center the direction of which I wanted the work to move in. And being here definitely kind of felt a lot like Stranger in the Village. I was feeling a lot of James Baldwin being here and not really knowing anyone here, but also realizing that so many of the people that live here are from somewhere else. And I thought that that was really parallel to somewhat about how I feel as an American and as an African American here. I feel like I was born here, but my ancestors don't come from here. And trying to consolidate the choice of going to live somewhere where you don't know anyone, and then the fact of having your ancestors being brought here. And I wanted to know more about what that felt like. And so I made a decision to take a trip to Ghana, and the hopes that it would inform my work the same way Ojai was informing my work. So being here in Ojai made me think a lot about loss in a different way, and how to consolidate that space of loss. And I had hoped what I had experienced here I would also find in Ghana, which I did, which made me realize that there is so much that I can never know about the world, about Earth, about my ancestors. But what kept popping up in my travels and in my thoughts was that that's okay. And it's okay to embrace the fact that you don't know, and trying to kind of discover what seems familiar. And that's what I do everywhere I go. I try to find, well, what are the foods that I like? What are the activities that I like to do that spark joyful memories for me? And so I did a lot of hiking when I was here, and then I did a lot of hiking when I was in Ghana, and traveling outside Accra and outside the city, and kind of tapping into just like a natural flow of things in regards to nature and people. And I took a hike in Ghana to this place, it's a very sacred, special beach where you can see the development of seashells becoming sand. And these giant seashells being broken apart, and you can see the breaking down, and then that sand goes off into the ocean and finds itself everywhere, that there's a coast, and knowing that there's that connectivity to time and memory. And so the work was me trying to be okay with the empty spaces, and with all of the pieces, I felt like there's an underlying theme of there's this openness and vastness, but there's also a space to be filled. And my trip to Ghana helped me understand that there are certain universal truths about people, and everybody's looking for a space, whether you create it, whether you're given it, but it is ours to make our own. And I definitely felt like the foundation supported that. And some of the people that allowed me to come into their homes, and they gave me space to rest and space to think and space to create. And that was a really fantastic opportunity. And I felt like because I had that opportunity to come here, I could make things that were, to me, quite fearless and quite intimate. And I don't think I could have had that without the same type of support that existed here.